It's your birthday. Someone gives you a calfskin wallet.
Okay, Deckard, I don't think I need to take that void comp test. I'm just here at Tyrell Corporation headquarters to wish Blade Runner director Ridley Scott a happy 80th birthday. Eat lots of cake. Pretend you didn't see that.
Yo, what up, home fry?
Or that. What is up, guys? Blood Moon Bobby here, and as you may have known, Kevin Spacey has been accused and has admitted to sexual assault. Now, as a result, the next season of House of Cards will be the last, and also the production has been put on hold. They are trying to look for ways to finish the series without Spacey's character, and also, interestingly enough, All the Money in the World, his next and might be his last movie, director Ridley Scott, which, by the way, a happy 80th birthday, Mr. Ridley Scott, if slim chance you watch this video, has reshot scenes that involve Spacey's character, J. Paul Getty I, and replaced him with legendary, and I think Academy Award winning, let me bring him up, Christopher Plummer. Yep, Best Supporting Actor Oscar. And, you know, Christopher Plummer is a really famous actor. I mainly know him for The Sound of Music. I think most of you guys watching know him from the movie Up. Let me just get my camera straightened. There, just... yeah. And so you might know Christopher Plummer from movies like The Sound of Music, Disney Pixar's Up. He is doing... I think he is doing... what was that one about at Christmas? Let's see. The Man Who Invented Christmas. And... I think... is he playing... just double check here. I believe he's playing Charles Dickens. If I'm not mistaken. Or, no, that's Dan Stevens. No, Plummer is playing... I think it's the basis for Ebenezer Scrooge. But in any case, we are here to check out the first trailer for All the Money in the World since Spacey's allegations. I heard that as soon as Ridley Scott found out that Spacey's been accused, he immediately got to work planning to put Christopher Plummer in. In fact, he wanted Christopher Plummer first, but he wasn't available. So now he's pretty much getting his wish. And now, let's take a look at the new trailer for All the Money in the World. Actually, I should point out, I know I'm not expecting to see too much of Christopher Plummer unless they really want to damage control and make the trailer all about J. Paul Getty. Even though I heard his character is not in too much of the movie, and that when they put Space in, it was mainly in there to add that sort of Oscar glimmer to the movie, and now they're putting in another, an actor with a much cleaner record. So yeah. So without further ado, let's check out the newest trailer for All the Money in the World.
You carry a gun, Mr. Chase?
I never bothered. Ruins the line of your suit.
You used to be a spy. My child is a prisoner.
$17 million. All they will take is eye, his ear, your hand, and don't tell me you don't have the money.
My former father-in-law only buys the best. It's time for you to do whatever it is he pays you to do. Let's hope you're half as good as everything else he's bought.
We need to pay the ransom, Mr. Getty.
Do not have the money to spare.
No one has ever been richer than you are at this moment. What would it take for you to feel secure?
More.
I'm gonna find your son. Protected from from every threat. Unless that threat happens to be me. Paul, I just want to go home.
Paul.
I didn't hire an ex-CIA officer just to pay people off. I hired you to do things that other people can't or won't do.
We have to be willing to walk away.
He's my son. I can't walk away.
I don't think this is about money. It's about power.
Business.
Terrible.
Tell him I'm coming.
Okay, it looks like they were able to get Christopher Plummer through, although I heard Christopher Plummer say, it's funny, he said in an interview that, this is just like any other job, and then he did admit it was hard, but I guess that's kind of the thing about acting, you know, it is a tough job, but he's able to get through it, and he definitely has a presence in the trailer, so, but again, not seeing the full movie, it is, I don't know if I would say it's a trailer that really grabs me. I mean, again, it's kind of like the first trailer. It's a more gripping trailer than the first one. But again, I'm still not really sure about the movie itself. I mean, actually, I want to replay that line that I'm assuming that's what Plummer as Getty said.
Moment. What would it take for you to feel secure?
More money.
More.
I'm gonna find your son. Protected from every threat.
Paul.
Officer. I didn't hire an ex-CIA officer just to pay people off. I hired you to do things that other people can't or won't do.
We have to be willing to walk away.
Interesting line he said there where Getty tells the Mark Wahlberg character that he didn't just hire an ex-CIA officer to pay the guys who kidnapped his ransom off, but he was hired to do things that no other person would do. And then there's the thing about where Getty says, like, supposedly has to do with more power. I don't really know the facts of what happened or what exactly J. Paul Getty the First wanted, so I think, you know, I'm checking this out as a movie person, not as a historian, so I think that's just kind of, I think what they're doing is they're trying to build J. Paul Getty the First as this sort of mysterious character. Like, I guess the idea of the movie is they're going to go to him, and at first when he says, nope, I need more money, more power, and they're just gonna, and then Mark Wahlberg and Michelle Williams are gonna try to find his grandson with or without his help. And I guess it'll be like kind of the subplot as they're tracking down where they're keeping J. Paul Getty III. J. Paul Getty the First will learn more about like what his motivations are and what he wants. So again, you know me with spoilers, I do not like looking them up, so I don't really want to. I did try to research a little bit about J. Paul Getty the First and Third, but I didn't want to find anything that would spoil what happens in this film. So, not that you should take biopics or movies of this kind as Bible, you should always do your research, but more definite things like, you know, what happened is probably going to be what happens in the film. So, that's all the money in the world. I don't know if I'm super intrigued. I mean, like I said, it was definitely a more gripping trailer than the first, but I am not really sure. I mean, again, Christopher Plummer, I don't know if I actually said it. I think he's a really good actor. I liked him in The Sound of Music and Up, but I don't even know with him if this is gonna sell me on this movie. I mean, I really, I only saw Kevin Spacey in Baby Driver, and, you know, even though, yeah, he was a pretty good, pretty intimidating, he could play pretty intimidating character, you know, what respect do I have of him now, you know? So now with Christopher Plummer, at least they're getting somebody with a cleaner record, so, yeah, I'm still waiting to see what the reviews say about All the Money in the World, because, you know, God bless Ridley Scott for making movies like Blade Runner and Thelma and Louise, but he's also, especially when he makes more grounded movies, they don't tend to do really well. Some of them have good reviews, like Matchstick Men and Someone to Watch Over Me, but most of his other more real world movies, he's a lot of the critics consider really boring and just really bad movies, like The Counselor, Body of Lies, American Gangster, which I know Steven hates American Gangster, but I'm still a little interested, although the dialogue sounds really crappy. But I do like Denzel Washington, so maybe at some point. And then there's people who are mixed on Gladiator. I know my sister kind of got freaked out by Joaquin Phoenix's performance in it, but I'd still check it out. So I kind of like what Steven said when we first checked out the first trailer for All the Money in the World. We're going to have to wait and see what the critics say. So I mean, granted, they just finished reshooting the scenes that have Christopher Plummer in it, so I don't think the critics have even seen like a final cut yet. So yeah. And by the way, it costed an additional $10 million to reshoot Christopher Plummer scenes, but that's on top of a $40 million budget, which in the world of Ridley Scott, you know, isn't too crazy. I mean, he's made movies that costed over $100 million, so that's about as much as I can say about All the Money in the World. I mean, in the trailer it's gripping, but it doesn't grab me that much. If I see reviews that say it's a pretty good movie, or hell, it's Oscar bait, if the review should say it's really, really good, and if it's not, then I guess we just have another shitty Ridley Scott based on a true story. I will say I like the dialogue in this trailer more than in the other Ridley Scott based on a true story films, because the dialogue in those trailers sounds so cliched and so uncreative. I mean, go look at, you know, trailers for like Someone to Watch Over Me, Black Rain, A Good Year, even American Gangster, and it almost feels like, I don't know this for a fact, I want to see more Ridley Scott movies, but it almost feels like Ridley makes good movies. Like, it's almost like he gets lucky. It depends on his writers. Like, from what I can tell, like, I've watched a lot of documentary and making of videos with Ridley Scott. He's a very visual and vision-focused director, unlike a guy like Steven Spielberg, who pretty much is very, like, thinks the script is very key to a good movie. In Ridley's case, he's more focused on the vision, which, yes, that's the job of a director, but when you're a director, you need to be overseeing everything, you know, from what kind of lens you're using to how many cuts you make in a scene, down to even, you know, reading the script. You know, a director is supposed to sit down with the writer and tell him, hey, can you change this dialogue? Or, you know, I want the character to say this. You know, you're still supposed to be sort of the driving force. You can't just leave that up to your screenwriter. You know, so I don't know if it's a case of sheer dumb luck. Steven doesn't think so, but I'll just have to see for myself if I get the chance to see more Ridley Scott films. I do, though. I think he definitely is a director of promise, I think I can assume that he's made his fair share of trash, so I'm hoping that All the Money in the World is not going to be one of those pieces of trash. So, alright guys, this has been Blood Moon Bobby. I'm not really sure if I can do too many videos this week. I am going to say that next week, I'm not going to be making any videos. I am having finals at college, and I'm really trying to fix my grades and get an internship, so I'm not gonna have time to make videos next week. But I'll see what I can do this week. I've been wanting to make videos on Huawei's new phone, and especially net neutrality, which, by the way, I'm really hoping there's some way Ajit Pai does not kill net neutrality, and I just think he's being very censorship hungry. But if I can do a video on that, I'll let you guys know. So, alright, this has been Blood Moon Bobby. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, this has been a Blood Moon Bobby video. Please like this video or dislike it, and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.